basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans. Here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And Steve, tonight, a lot of players who are very, very explosive. It could basically be one long highlight reel tonight.
It is. We have some guys that you get a chance to jump out of your seat and scream when you see guys get dunks, the quickness off the dribble. I mean, I'm impressed, Kevin, to watch the athleticism to go along with the skill set.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And Steve, Goran Dragic, the most improved player back in 2014. He led Slovenia to a gold medal at the 2017 Eurobasket tournament.
You know, one of the better European players of the last decade. A slashing penetrator, crafty finishing around the rim as well.
Here's Horford. Latrey. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And Harris wide open. He shoots. They get it again. Vucevic with the block.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
New Orleans with the ball. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Vucevic. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight.
For New Orleans, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Harris, good.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Inside, Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
And Phoenix turns it over again. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for New Orleans. 3-point lead. At the elbow, it's Harris. Tries again. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harris has got 6.
We know Harris is good off the dribble, now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
Pass to Vucevic. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Great defense by Harris. He put in the effort to contest that shot.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Steve, the Pelicans, a team that plays a very high-paced style under Coach Alvin Gentry. Tops, in fact, in the NBA.
Kevin, as a player, you love playing in that kind of system. You know you're going to get plenty of chances and touches whenever you're on the floor. Pelicans have the personnel to make it work and play at a high-paced style game as well.
Here's Harris, following the basket by Al Horford. Back to Jokic. Pass to Harris. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one. That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition three. You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He's kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Harris. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harris has got 8 points. Pass to Moutier. They need this. Horford, no luck. New Orleans leading by 7. And here's Jokic. Down low. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Measuring with the steal. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Horford, good. 14 points for him.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency. Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
He's off on that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harris outside. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Drops in the tray. And that's now 17 points for Horford.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
Six seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Jokic. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
Here's Moutier. A miss that time would have put him up.
And Nick Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though, one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
With the teardrop to the inside. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got tall.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the chart.
Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, first of all, they spend a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's when the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, you usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think, obviously, a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Harris has got 5 now.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
They grab their own miss. Jokic. There's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. In the corner, it's Harris. Offline with his 3. And the big man who compete against Horford had nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Noel. Hits the 3-point bomb. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Johnson. Horford with it. 22 points for him. 2nd chance shot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
To the paint. And stolen by Noel. And the call will be against Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
They get a hand on it. Here's Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
I'll tell you what, at only 6'3", Smith has some major hops. Super at leaping up quickly to throw it down. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Noel. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Johnson. The wide open look here for Vucevic. From outside, off the mark. New Orleans leading by 5. Finney-Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride. And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Basket counts.
That is just some finish. Excellent defense, but Johnson, using his size and skill, wins that battle.
That's a 2 from Smith. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans. And it's Vucevic missing.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Dragic. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Pass to Horford. And stolen by Noel. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Jokic. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Timeout called, the Suns. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
There's Dragic with the 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jokic on top. Pass to Harris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Suns trail by 7. Here's Dragic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
Now, here's Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Harris misses. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson with it. Picked up by Harris. Kept alive. Pass to Vucevic. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 7 points for Gary Harris. Suns trail by 7. Here's Vucevic. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Beautiful vision to find an open man. Gorn leading by example.
Now Harris. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To the inside. Back to Jokic. Out to Harris. Misses the 3.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans. Here's Dragic from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Dragic has got 6.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
Left side Harris. Shoots over Vucevic. Harris's shot is off. Suns trail by 4. Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Yeah, James Johnson off the drive. Big, strong, but also very skilled.
Pass to Jokic. Left side Harris. And the shot is long.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix calls timeout.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
To the middle. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's 13 points for Tobias Harris.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
Here's Mejri. Horford trying to free himself up. And the basket good by Mejri. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Back to Harris, and the call will be against Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Moutier. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. Pass to Jokic. .149 left to play here in the 3rd. Carter with the block.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
The Suns have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's Harris with the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 2. It's deflected.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Knocked away. It's stolen by Harris. Now, here's Jokic. To the inside. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 9. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns trail by 4. To stop the run. And Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Harris. For the 3. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And here's Moutier. Sinks that one from the post. Moutier's got it all tied up now for the Suns. To the inside. Collins. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Collins has got his first 2 points of the night. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Suns lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Pelicans with possession here. Out to the right wing. Collins wide open. He fires. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The shot by Johnson, no good. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Finney-Smith. Up top, Zubac. Smith scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collins. Off target with his 3. Here's Zubac. Back to Collins. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the wing right side. Jokic with the steal. Harris outside. It's stolen by Dragic. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Jokic. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And he gets it back. It's Noel, high post. Trying to get open is Johnson. Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got 27.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now here is Horford. Here's Noel. The second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And he knocks down the first one. So Horford gets 2. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pivotal point in this contest, the determination of going Dragic, it is showing right now.
Here's Harris. Rebound by the Suns.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
What I'm trying to figure out, why was their defense so much more suffocating in the first half? This does not look like the same team at all.
Harris trying to get free. Harris's shot is good.
And in a game this tight, a few plays either way can start to turn the tide.
Both teams, they're trying to spark a run, but with the talent in these lineups, it's hard for either side to break away.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Noel. Over Jokic. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Yeah, easy call.
It's the first that brings them within 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And the shot goes down. 10 points for Johnson.
Not afraid of the moment for Johnson. That's been the story from day one.
Harris drives in. And the rejection by Noel. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Vucevic. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from three, and he didn't make it.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another three, he'll be the guy.
Here's Harris. Jacks up a three. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates. That was huge. You need a bucket? Who do you go to? A guy with a lot of skills and heart, Tobias Harris.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Man, at an important point in this game, that kind of turnover can really shift momentum.
And so it's New Orleans with it. To the paint. Here's Harris to take the lead. No good at the rim. Dragic with a wide open look. Right between the eyes.
Wow, look at the confidence of Goran Dragic, putting the team on his back.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trailed by 3. 9 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Harris to force OT. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they